Ooh, yeah. What's going on, guys? Hey, it is Anthony, and yes, it is garage talk time. So we are here in the garage, and I'm gonna make this short and sweet today, but you're gonna wanna hang out because we're gonna talk real briefly about the garage and some of the things we're doing. So obviously we've been shooting out of the garage for quite a while. I'm still working on some of this stuff over here. There's a PC case. I need to switch my Alien R3, which is what I use for cutting all these videos. I gotta switch it over to this Vengeance C70, and then we got the Moto helmets. I think I may have figured out the let me actually show you that real quick. So if you watched the Moto vlog recently, and hopefully it'll be nice so I can do a couple more before good old winter sets here in Alaska. But there was a clicking noise, so I took my helmet and messed with it. And then this is what, see this little guy right here? So I use that clip system, and I'll put a link to that below if you guys are interested in getting those for your helmets. Let me see if I have one on this. Actually, I know I have one on this one. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So you see these rings right here? Pretty standard on all helmets, including my Harley Davidson helmet. So what I did was tape those, obviously, because I didn't want to cut them off. I don't want to, God forbid I ever need to use it. But anyways, I use these clips, so it's a lot quicker and easier to throw the helmets on and off. But I'll put a link to those below. But I think that was clacking around when I was driving, so forth and so on. But we're gonna put it to the test, get out on the bike. Hopefully next video or next couple of videos we'll get it back on the bike and do that. But anyways, back to the garage. So a couple of things. I'm trying this new Rain-X. I was using Windex, and I was using some other automotive window cleaners. This stuff's actually pretty good. So if you're at your local O'Reilly's or AutoZone or whatever, I would suggest this. Just make sure and wipe it off. Don't do it in direct sunlight because it'll mark your windows and so forth and so on. But I do think that's a fairly good product. Now, talking about washing the car, I just washed the Camaro. I know it's overexposed. We're not gonna go too far out there, but let me show you. That's my setup. So when I wash the car, motorcycle, or anything, I do the 2-bucket system, and then I use my power washer. Now my power washer, just so you have an idea, I have all these tips. So you got your 25, I know you can't really see it because I'm like way overexposed here. Oops. Anyways, it's got multiple tips on it, so I switch the tips out, and then I do run, be overexposed again for a second here. My power washer, and most of them do, they'll have a line that plumbs into your hose. I did end up getting a new hose for my power washer, and you can get one of these guys, and then what you can do is, I was using the rest of this Armor All. This is not my preferred, but I still had some of this around, so I was running it with this. Not my preferred, but I ended up diluting it with some water because it was only like a half a jug. I didn't want to throw it out, so I hit it with some water. But the cool part about doing that is with my current power washer, I can simply pop that in there and then hit it with the 25 or my black tip, plastic tip one, and it'll let me soak the whole car with that. And then of course, like I said, I use the 2-bucket system. If you're not familiar, you have 1 bucket where your tools go, and then every time you go to wipe or wash, you rinse it in the other bucket, bring it back, rinse it, bring it back. I think it works really well. It's probably the best way to keep your car clean. I clean probably too often for most of my cars and whatnot, but whatever. Anyways, enough on the car cleaning, back to the garage stuff. So the Camaro's out, so obviously I got quite a bit of room. I've been changing some stuff up in here, working diligently with the office moving upstairs. So I did move my office upstairs. In my office is where I do a lot of the video production stuff, if you care or not. So it's freeing up some space. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. I do have a lot of stuff that I'm thinking about still continuing working toward that downsizing. I do run my laptop in here, especially when I'm working on stuff. I'll play music, or I'll Bluetooth over to my receiver, or look stuff up, or whatever it may be. So we have that set up. I do have a new setup coming in. I actually got a new mic, so I can start doing some stationary garage talks, which I'm super excited for, which is going to help me kind of launch more and more videos. So that's in the works. I actually had to send it in to get some firmware update. Another thing, this over here, so this is my bag rack, drone stuff, and then down here, let me grab it, put it on the, we just moved the dogs into the garage. Hold on, let me move this. So this, that bag right there is pretty much my primary. That's my grab and go for shooting these videos in the garage and everywhere else, just simply because it's got my lenses. I'm shooting with the Canon 80D DSLR, if you care or not. Gotta let the dogs in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here's one of my guard dogs. Look at this mean boy. He is ferocious, so just watch. Don't ever come up to the house. Then I got the other dog. Anyways, so I grabbed that for when I'm on the road, or I'm gonna go shoot videos or photos or whatever. And that is kind of my go-to. Let's see if the camera focuses. There it goes. And it works really well because I'll cycle stuff in and out, especially when I'm doing garage talks or I'm out shooting photos or whatever it is. So that works well. But really, I just wanted to talk briefly about some of the car wash stuff. I'll go into details because I actually got some other products that I use. If it stays nice here, I'll do a engine bay cleaning video. It'll be short and sweet, but what are we at? 7 minutes. Let's just wrap it up there. Anyways, you got new Moto vlog stuff coming. Getting back out on the V-Rod, which is that blurry guy right over there. We are still updating and working on the garage. And of course, we invite you guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button, support us, support the Wrench Garage, share the content. We do appreciate it. My last video I did, I was asking what you guys thought of the new Harley Davidson lineup. So again, if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link somewhere in this video, if not at the beginning of it. Make sure to check those guys out. Tell us what you think. And we'll just wrap it there. Hopefully I'll get on the V-Rod. I am gonna get out in the Camaro. Maybe the Camaro video will come first, who knows. But like, subscribe, share. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. If you do like it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. Until the next time, guys, take care. Wow.